all the things that you need to start making your macarons. I have everything all set up, so I don't have to measure anything or find my tools in the middle. Since macarons are very delicate and time sensitive, you should have everything ready. These are for making the meringue in the beginning, egg whites and sugar. And while you make the meringue, you make the simple syrup with sugar and water. And while that's all being worked out, once the meringue's ready, you mix these ingredients together: powdered sugar, powdered almonds, and egg whites. And you also add a food dye in with it while you do that. Oh, I forgot to mention cream of tartar while you make your meringues to make it stable. This is optional, but I recommend it. You just add a dash of it. For the simple syrup, you'll need a thermometer. Once it reaches 220 degrees Fahrenheit, it'll be ready. And this has a timer for it and an alarm. And this is the 1 ETA chronometer. And this is to sift my dry ingredients. I recommend using this kind versus this kind because that's too slow. And you're going to need toothpicks in the end to pop out any air bubbles when you pipe it out. And there's 2 whisks and dry ingredients. This spatula to fill a pot, of course, to do your simple syrup. And I have a KitchenAid mixer. I'm using the smallest bowl because the amount of egg whites we're whipping up is very tiny. So whipping up the large bowl, it will be more difficult. I thought I had all my tools ready with me, but I don't apparently. You'll need a piping bag. I just reused this Wilton one over and over. And a round plain tip. And this one is Wilton 12. You could get this from Michael's, or you could just buy one off the internet. Just make sure it's small enough. And then it's round. And I have a Silpat mat. You could get this from Bed Bath & Beyond with a 20% off coupon. And you need a baking tray that's nice and sturdy. This is a half sheet. And these are all my tools. Blur. Oh, there you go. Got my oven. I'm going to maybe take off my oven liner just in case. And I want to use the metal oven rack. I'll be making a meringue. I'm pouring in my egg whites. And since this is very little egg whites, I'm going to go pretty high. Maybe like 7. I'm just going to add in a dash of cream for tartar. Make sure it gets in there. While this is beating, I'm going to make my simple syrup. First, I want to add in the water. And then I'll add in the sugar. I'm going to shake it a little to evenly distribute the sugar. Turn it up. You poured in this hot syrup by hitting our mixture bowl and let it trickle down onto our meringue. And we want to have this on around 4 and pour it in very slowly. We don't want to pour this directly onto our meringue. And I'm going to beat it around 7 on high until the bowl cools down or until stiff peaks. This is how our meringue looks. Very shiny and glossy and stiff peaks. It will feel very hard to swish your whisk around when you go like that. And when you shake it, there's no movement, and it looks like an eagle's beak. Nice and shiny. I think I'm gonna combine my dry ingredients and sift them. I'm adding my powdered sugar in. For my almond flours. Using a whisk, I'm going to combine them. For the fun part, folding these, I guess. First, I'm going to add in only some meringue. This is to soften our mixture. We don't want to add everything in all at once, or it'll deflate everything. This is to soften it, so it's way easier to make, easier to work with. Nice and softened. Now I'm going to add more meringue. This is how much is left. Maybe add a little more. There we go. And we fold very gently. But you don't have to worry about being too gentle with this mixture because we're using the Italian meringue. It's more stronger than most meringues, or I think this is the strongest maybe. This is the simple syrup method, and adding more meringue right now. Scrape the sides, make sure you get everything. I started preheating my oven to 280. I'm going to start preparing my piping bag, put this through so nothing falls out in case. We're going to use the cup method. We're going to put our bag in here. Have my sheet ready. You can trace some paper and put it underneath your mat. You can trace some circles onto a piece of paper and put it underneath your mat, but I'm just going to freehand it. There are some templates online that you could use for any shapes. I say go for circles because that's probably the most basic and easiest, but I'm going to try doing bears. Pipe a bear in the center and films the ears. And we want them 1.5 inches apart because these will spread. And it'll spread pretty wide, so make some space in between them. I kind of want to make these into Korilakkuma cookies if they turn out well. My macarons, they sometimes come out well, they sometimes don't. It's like a gamble.